Welcome to Module 2, Pre-Opening Human Resource Systems. Today, we're covering Lesson 2.1, Selecting and Implementing the Human Resources Information System. A hotel's complete success with its workforce depends entirely on the robust digital infrastructure that is built to manage it. During the pre-opening phase, relying on manual, paper-based administration is a guaranteed operational bottleneck. You cannot process thousands of incoming staff members with filing cabinets and spreadsheets. Instead, the HR team must build digital workflows that scale rapidly, maintain strict legal compliance, and operate with zero friction. This relies on the Human Resources Information System, or HRIS. It serves as the central nervous system for all human capital management on the property. But you cannot deploy the software in a vacuum. Its integration has to be meticulously synchronized with the master pre-opening timeline. This brings us to Phase 1 of the timeline, which serves as the critical early-stage initiation window for the HR leader. Without this digital foundation locked in early, even the most carefully designed human resources strategy will collapse under the sheer weight of pre-opening operational demands. Choosing the right HRIS requires a rigorous vetting process. The primary technical constraint is integration. The HRIS must connect seamlessly with the hotel's existing technology ecosystem. It links directly to the property management system, aligning staff scheduling with guest occupancy. It also feeds the finance department's general ledger, automatically tracking every labor cost. Beyond basic integration, the software needs the capacity to handle the specific, highly variable complexities of the hospitality industry. This includes managing 24/7 flexible shift scheduling, providing mobile employee self-service features, and maintaining strict compliance with diverse labor laws across dozens of different roles. Selecting an isolated, generic HR tool will instantly bottleneck interdepartmental communication and expose the entire hotel to severe labor compliance risks. Once a system is selected, we move to the functional build-out. An enterprise HRIS is composed of specific interconnected operational modules. The first module is the applicant tracking system. It takes thousands of unstructured resumes, filtering them into database rows. Next, the core HR module houses employee master data, the unalterable source of truth. Attached are benefits and performance management modules, drawing on that master data. Without ATS and core HR modules functioning perfectly, the property has no operational mechanism to intake and track its workforce before opening day. Next, we configure operational modules, beginning with time and attendance. It tracks hourly work with absolute precision, logging every clock in, break, and clock out. That tracked time must integrate automatically into the final module, the payroll system. Because payroll is specialized, this integration must be flawless. The main output of this integration is ensuring the finance department receives highly accurate labor costing data for every single shift. Together, time and attendance and payroll form a closed-loop system where exact time worked equals a legally compliant financial payout. Moving from selection to actual implementation requires a highly disciplined methodology. We call this phase system mapping and data configuration. Take the finalized organizational chart. That visual hierarchy must be translated into the hard digital logic of the HRIS. Every single role must be configured with a specific, unique job code. You must map the exact reporting structure and compensation grades for every corresponding row. When we configure the payroll system, the data mapping becomes incredibly sensitive. Here, you are mapping local tax codes, calculating mandatory deductions, and integrating employee benefit plans. A single error in a tax code or compensation grade will cascade into massive payroll issues and compliance failures the moment the property opens. Before any real financial transactions occur, the system must pass one final hurdle: parallel testing. Parallel testing is the rigorous processing of fake data to stress test your entire configuration. The HR team runs complete dummy payrolls through the newly mapped system to see how the logic handles the calculations. They also test manual employee data entries and simulate staff interacting with the self-service portals. The success metric here is absolute. The outputs must achieve 100% accuracy. This zero-tolerance validation must be entirely completed before you legally pay your very first real employee. All of these steps are governed by the absolute temporal constraints of the master pre-opening timeline. HRIS and payroll implementation must be initiated 9 to 12 months prior to opening, squarely within Phase 1. This long lead time is mandatory because you have to navigate lengthy vendor contract negotiations and execute extensive system customization. Missing this implementation window directly jeopardizes the hotel's ability to legally pay its staff on time. Furthermore, delays at this stage will fracture the entire onboarding sequence, creating chaos when mass hires arrive on property months later. Mastery of technology selection and systemic integration is what takes a theoretical HR strategy and transforms it into a robust, legally compliant, and highly efficient digital foundation for the property.